I went book shopping to fill the void. I think I kind of overdid it. Hi guys, it's book holiday, so you know what that means. More books to add to my ever-growing, never-ending TBR. As some of you already know, this past few months have been like really hectic for me. I was busy putting a book together, publishing it, promoting it. So I haven't really had the time to sort of like sit back and like think, you know, be alone with my thoughts. I think that would be the only reason why I've been really busy and haven't really had the time to do anything else. But now I'm like not busy at all. I'm free, I have the time, my schedule's relaxed. That only means one thing: the void is back. So, you know, I did what any normal sane human being would do, that is like go book shopping. I went book shopping to fill the void. But there's just one tiny problem. I think I kind of overdid it. A little bit. Accidentally. I have like 15 books with me today that I want to share with you guys. But a disclaimer, I didn't buy all of this at one go. Most of this I bought the other day when I went to Crossword. And yeah, I will admit I sort of lost control a little bit there. But in my defense, they had just restocked. Okay, like I entered, there were so many new, shiny, beautiful books. And they smelled so nice, and they were all like calling my name. They were all like asking me to take them, like give them a home. How could I just say no? You know, it's just... Anyway, that's enough of me trying to justify my book buying addiction. You're here for the haul. Let's get into it. I'm really excited to show you guys what I have here with me. Oh my gosh, don't fall, please. First, I'm going to be showing you guys the books that like the Naga, like books by Naga, books written by Naga authors. The first one we have Brain Through the Meat Grinder by Kevi Tolkera. And it's quite tiny. On the back is like a short description of the author. I think it touches topics on like mental health and stuff, so I'm very excited to get into this. The next book we have is The Realm of Poesy by Lima Toshi Longkumer. This is the book. I believe this is a recent release. There is a very well-written review of the book on the back, so that's what made me buy it. There are 38 poems here, so I can't wait to get into it. The next book is Voices from the Forgotten Village by Inakali Asumi. She authored a collection of stories, The Yellow Dress, and has co-authored a collection of poems. This book has been published by Penthrill, and I am so very excited to get into it. Anything that's published by Penthrill, I am going to be getting. I'm low-key obsessed, and I'm very biased. I love Penthrill. I love whatever they put out. I'm looking forward to this. I'm very excited. I also love that, you know, these books have been wrapped in like this plastic cover thing. I don't know why, but it makes it feel even more special. Next up is one of the most beautiful covers I have ever come across in my whole life. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Look at this, guys. Look at this cover. Isn't it so beautiful? This is Destiny My AI by Ruth Tapa. This is the back. It doesn't say anything on the back, so I was very intrigued when I saw it. Once I see like a pretty cover, once I see like a cover that catches my eye, I'm like, I will buy it, take my money, take it all. I'm really out here judging books by their covers and their titles, and that's just what being a book lover is all about. I don't know what this is about. I can only assume that it's like a novella, maybe a like romance plot sort of thing, so because of the title and also like these two people in the front holding hands. I personally, I don't read a lot of romance books, but if it's by a local author and it looks this pretty, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna get it. The last local book we have is Homegrown, Anthology of New Writings from Nagaland, edited by Centinaro and V. Zovono Elizabeth, and this one is the one I'm most excited about because look how pretty, look how thick. I really appreciate and love this kind of like collection where different kind of writers come together and do things like this, because it's such a great way to be introduced to new writers, especially in the context of like Naga literature. I think this is such a great idea because you get to see like glimpses of new upcoming authors and talents where you can be like, okay, you can read something, and then if you're interested in their style, or you know that that kind of writing adheres to you, then you can look forward to their releases in the future. This is sort of like a overview, like a tiny little glimpse into the artistic people of Nagaland, and it's just very exciting. I'm very excited to read this. Reflecting different emotions, this book will take you on a journey of reflection, inspiration, frustration, identity crisis, hope, humor, love, beauty, and plenty of food for thought. I'm very excited for that. I think there's something so beautiful about like Naga literature. I think we have a lot to say, a lot to talk about. There's so many like topics and so many things that we can dissect into and look into. I want to explore more of these writings and be able to talk about them more often. Most of my videos now on will be mostly me talking about all of these Naga books and authors, so I hope you guys look forward to it. Those are all the local books that I bought. Now we're getting into the books that I bought because of BookTube, BookTok, Bookstagram community. Starting with the very, very well-known and famous Madeline Miller and her 2 books, Song of Achilles and Circe. I'm very surprised that I am getting to them very late. For someone who claims to love Greek mythology so much, I confess I haven't read anything Greek myth related ever since Heroes of Olympus. Let's all take a moment and judge me, because I am judging myself too. Yes, I intend on getting back into it slowly with all these Greek myth retellings, and hopefully be able to tackle the Homer books that I have on my TBR. Next up, I have Pandora by Susan Stokes Chapman, and I am excited to read this because it had a very interesting blurb and synopsis at the back as well. This is also another Greek myth retelling, so excited to get into 3 of these. Should I or should I not make a separate video on that? I don't know. Next up, we have Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. I bought this book because of Jack Edwards. He's my favorite YouTuber of all time, and he seems to really like this author and raves about this book. So I bought it out of curiosity, to be honest. I don't really know what it's about besides the short blurb at the back, so I'm looking forward to what this will be about. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabriel Zevin is the next book that I have on the list. I saw this when I was like traveling, and I was in the airport, and I saw this, but I didn't get it. I didn't get it because you can see it's like massive, it's huge, and I was worried that if I had, bought this and then it would get damaged in my luggage. And you guys know how they handle our luggages, right? Like, So I didn't buy it. I forgot about it, and then when I was at CrossFit the other day, I saw it, and I have never grabbed something faster. Oh, actually, I have, and it's the next book here. But then I still grabbed this like right off the shelf. It's pretty long, the back, but let me just read you the last 2 paragraphs. This is the story of the perfect worlds Sadie and Sam built, the imperfect world they live in, and of everything that comes after success: money, fame, duplicity, tragedy. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow takes us on a dazzling imaginative quest as it examines the nature of identity, creativity, disability, failure, the redemptive possibilities in play, and above all, our need to connect, to be loved, and to love. What a beautiful way to capture all of our attention. Even if these first 2 paragraphs were not there and it was just these 2 on the back, it would be enough. I saw tragedy and I was buying it. Anything that's going to emotionally damage me and make me bawl my eyes out, I will get it. Do I need help? Probably, but that's a discussion for another day. Moving on to the book that I said I have never grabbed a book this fast before is the very famous Babel. How would you pronounce it? Babel by R.F. Kuang. I didn't know that it was going to be this thick and this massive, guys. Here's the thing about books, right? When you see it in the pictures, they look tiny and cute and of normal size, and then IRL, they're like this. They're bigger than your face. A bit intimidating, but it's okay. I'm looking forward to reading it. I'm very much interested in it. Oh my gosh, I think my legs now. Oh my god, what the heck? Okay, give me a second, guys. I just thought of the scene in The Office.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Anyway, okay, moving on to the last few books that we have. Kim Ji-young, born 1982 by Cho Nam-ju. I came across this by chance in a pop-up bookstore, and I thought the title was very interesting. The cover looks very interesting as well, and then I read the back, and the back is what sold me. So this is what the back says. Kim Ji-young is a girl born to a mother whose in-laws wanted a boy. Kim Ji-young is a sister made to share a room while her brother gets one of his own. Kim Ji-young is a daughter whose father blames her when she is harassed late at night. Kim Ji-young is a model employee who gets overlooked for promotion. Kim Ji-young is a wife who gives up her career and independence for a life of domesticity. Kim Ji-young has started acting strangely. Kim Ji-young is depressed. Kim Ji-young is mad. Kim Ji-young is her own woman. Kim Ji-young is every woman. I love blurbs like this. Like, they're just simple to the point and grabs everybody's attention. And you know me, once I saw the word depressed, I was like, I'm buying it. I also recently saw that Irene from Red Velvet recommended this book, so I'm looking forward to it even more. The next two books are like by Japanese authors. The first one we have Before We Say Goodbye by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. This is the author of the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series. Look at the cover, guys, and this pretty shade of pink. I love this series. I love the series so much because it's a very like easy read, in the sense that it's like wholesome and it's like emotional yet so like hope filled, you know. Books like these, you can just relax, sit back, enjoy it, and not overanalyze things, and just enjoy the book. The next Japanese author we have is Satoshi Yagisawa, and the title of the book is Days at the Murasaki Bookshop. And look at this. What a pretty cover. Another pretty cover. I'm not gonna lie, I bought this because it said bookshop. The vibes are giving like very similar to Before the Coffee Gets Cold, so I'm looking forward to these two reads. Last but not the very least is actually a book I didn't get myself. It was a gift. My brother got it for me on my birthday. It is called Novelist as a Vocation by Murakami. You know what? I'm actually really glad. I'm really happy that he bought me this, because I'm the type of person that like, I love to read these kind of things. I love to like research and look at videos and of like authors talking about like tips and tricks, or like just them and their lives and how they started writing, or like what kind of methods they use. I love stuff like that. But the problem with me is that I will never go out of my way to buy like a book of them talking about their life like this for myself. I think it's just that like I would rather buy fiction books and like poetry books. So yeah, I'm actually really glad that he bought this for me. I will get into this. I know that it's going to be a very informative read and I'm going to be learning a lot. There's some very interesting content here, like what should I write about, what kind of characters should I include, who do I write for, and all of these things. So very excited to read this. With that, we have come to an end of our book haul, all 15 books here. It took me about 40 minutes to film. Thank you guys for sticking around and listening to me talk about my love for books and my book buying problems and all of that. I appreciate you guys so much for that. Also, thank you for 100 subs. Hearts to all of you. You guys are so real for that. The next few uploads are in the works, so I hope you guys look forward to that. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Bye.